What's up, you guys? Dark Cosmic here, back with another astrology video. This time we are talking about the Aries ascendant sign. Aries Rising, Aries in the first house, Mars in the first house. Can be applied to this video as well. So, what do we have here? So when you have Aries in the first house, basically everybody with this ascendant sign, the way your chart is set up, the way it's mapped out, the way your life is mapped out, basically, or your life path is it's every position is where it generally needs to be. So you guys are generally well off when it comes to your chart. Now there may be specific things that might mess with you guys, aspects. Maybe a planet is in a certain house versus the sign, but if we're just going off of the chart, the way that the chart is, with Aries being in the first house, you guys pretty much all the energies are where they need to be. So let's start with the 12th house. What do you guys have there? You should have Pisces in the 12th house, and that's exactly where Pisces needs to be. The 12th house is all about illusions. The 12th house is all about the subconscious mind. The 12th house is it's about spirituality. It's about the collective consciousness. It's about hidden enemies as well. So you have the sign Pisces here, which this is where Pisces wants to be. This is where Pisces is home. So your subconscious mind is where it needs to be. Subconsciously, you're very imaginative. Subconsciously, you're very loving. Subconsciously, you're very the type to give their shirt off their back. Subconsciously, you're very spiritual. Subconsciously, you're very subconsciously, you have a lot of illusions. But that's where the illusions need to be anyway, though, right? So I mean, what's the problem, right? So, but I guess the only thing to look here is, because all the energies are where they need to be, there might be a laziness when it comes to these certain things, because you already got it, so you don't really try. So maybe subconsciously you guys don't even try to enter your subconscious mind, because it's something you've always had it, and you don't care. You don't care to even put it in a forefront, to even analyze it in any way, because you feel like that's taken care of. So that's kind of like, you can look at the Aries chart, and there's probably a lot to do with their chart, where they're always just thinking things are just already taken care of and they don't got to worry about it. So which is false. Sometimes things you do have to worry about, and you do have to check up on stuff. So, but that's what you guys have in the 12th house. So, and the Pisces is a sign of, it's basically the sign of the spirit that actually left the body now. I always say that Aquarius is like the old person that's about to die, and Pisces is when you actually do die, and you're ascending into heaven, or you're ascending into wherever the hell you guys believe you are reincarnating. Pisces is the untouchable, unseeable, it's like the unknown thing that you become when you die. That's what Pisces is. So that's what you have in the 12th house, and now you are being reborn. So that's Aries in the first house. It's the birth. It's the baby. It's the crying baby. It's the baby with the red face crying like, oh my God, I just got born. You know, when a baby's born and their face is red and they're just like, what in the fuck? It's like, now you're experiencing life. So Aries people, when you have Aries in the first house, you guys are always all about experiencing life, all about going on adventure, just being the first to do things. You guys can be thought of to be very selfish, because this is like the baby sign. So you guys can be very immature, like a baby is, but with your personality. But in a way, that's kind of where it belongs, because it's your personality. It's your person. It belongs to you. So in a way, you can be immature in these places. You can be selfish in these places, because that's your personality. It's personal to you. It belongs to you. Your personal life, you can be selfish. Your personal life, it's like all these placements, it's where it actually needs to be displayed. These energies need to be displayed there. So you, more than anybody else, people are going to perceive to be selfish. You, more than anybody else, people are going to perceive to have a lot of illusions in their subconscious mind, because you're doubling down on that energy now. In your personal life, people probably perceive you to be very aggressive, and if not aggressive, you they just perceive you to be a leader in some sort, and you're always trying to take charge, and you just leading the way. Nobody wants to go there. Everybody's afraid to go somewhere. You're not afraid to go there. You're gonna lead the way and just take that path to get to the wherever the hell it is you want to go, so you can be the first one to do it. You want to be number one. So that's another thing with Aries in the first house. It's all about being number one. I'm first. It's about me. I am. Therefore, I am. So, Taurus, you got Taurus in the second house. So when it comes to your survival skills, you like to take time with things. You like to take your time. You like to build things up. When it comes to your money, you like to save, slowly but surely save your money. And you like to have a routine with things. You don't want sporadic changes when it comes to your money. And sporadic changes when it comes to your money frighten the fuck out of you guys. That just brings the worst fear in your life. If there are sporadic changes when it comes to your survival and your money, you need everything to be stable. So there you go. There's a weakness there in that if things do shake it up, it's kind of like Taurus. It's kind of like when you shake up the earth from Taurus, it's kind of like lifting up a rock and you see all them bugs and worms and all that disgusting stuff underneath the stone. And you're like, God damn, I didn't know all this stuff was here. So if your reality is shaken in any way, your stability, your survival, if that's threatened in any way, it could become ugly. You could become a nightmare for whoever has caused this for you. Or you can just become relentless in getting it back. And what else? But in general, you guys probably found it very easy to survive. You probably was in situations in which you was always nurtured and found it very easy to survive. If that's not the case, then you desire that. You desire that, and you work hard to pursue that because that's what you have in that house. That's what you see. You perceive that to be surviving is everything that's in a Taurus nature. So now you pursue that. You go after that. You that's your ideal is building things up slowly but surely and getting there through all your hard work and being nourishing and supportive of others that are trying to survive as well. But and actually being even being the rock of other people too. You can be seen. Aries ascendants can actually be the rock in somebody's life because they know this very well. They know it very well what it takes to survive. So they can actually be the rock, the support system for a lot of people. A lot of people might look up to you because you have a really high leadership quality here. You guys might be managers or some way you guys are leaders. Aries ascendants are definitely meant to be leaders. Because you're not afraid to make mistakes. Because you in a way you got that immature aspect of you that's you just not afraid. Kind of like how kids aren't afraid to get hurt or kids do crazy things because they don't have an idea of death. That's kind of like Aries in the first house. You guys might do things where you're not afraid of death. But anyway, the third house. So you guys in the third house, what you guys have is Gemini. So here we go. Gemini in the third house is exactly what it is. Communication is in the house of communication. You guys, the way you guys approach communication, you guys probably really like to gossip. You guys are probably gifted in some way with your hands. See, the energy is doubling down because the energy is now in the house. So you guys are probably good at all these things. You probably have certain spots that you like to hit up in the city that you're constantly doing. What else? Your neighbors perceive you to be very knowledgeable. Your siblings perceive you to be very knowledgeable. What else? People probably perceive you to be a businessman in your surroundings. Your siblings probably perceive you as a businessman. You probably or a businessman, a salesman of some sort, or they perceive you to be a great writer. Your siblings perceive you to be a businessman, salesman, writer type of some sort that has a route in the city that they're always hitting up, and they just know the city very well. So it's just doubling down on this energy. Or if it's not doubling down on the energy, like I said again, this is something that you idolize. You perceive communication to be done, it should be done in this way. You know what I'm saying? Gossiping should only occur with your siblings and maybe, you know, some neighbors. That's it. But it shouldn't be just gossiping everywhere. And you like that quick communication with your siblings. You text your siblings a lot. You prefer that versus texting anyone and everyone. So let's see. Let's go to the fourth house. So the fourth house, you guys have Cancer. So Cancer in the fourth house, we doubling down on that energy again. You guys are super caring when it comes to your family, and you guys have a super tight and a super caring family as well. You guys have a really strong support system, and since the energy is doubling down, sometimes you feel like the people around you care too much about what you're trying to do, care too much about your nourishment, and your mother probably babies you a lot, overly babies you, and so because the energy is doubling down in this area, you probably want to get away from that shit. You don't want to experience that anymore, and you want to be on your own. But Aries also, I didn't say that in the first house. Aries in the first house, you're gonna feel lonely. It's a leadership placement, but it's also a very lonely placement as well. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you guys are lonely, and or people perceive you to be a loner in some way. But for some reason, you even though you're alone, you still have that support system. You feel like you're alone, but you actually have a home to go to. All fire sign ascendants, like I have a Sagittarius ascendant. All fire sign ascendants have water in the houses that it belongs. So I have Pisces there. So there's always a place for fire sign ascendants to go, for them to receive some type of nourishment and rejuvenate themselves, to not burn out and just disappear in the ether, you know, from expressing themselves too much and imagining too much and pursuing things and always going after shit too much. You get exhausted and you burn the fuck out. So you guys have the most caring sign in the most nourishing placement, because you guys are the ones who act on this ambitious, fiery energy the most. Because Aries is starting fire. It's like it's lighting a match every time. That's your personality, is like lighting a match. You guys probably have a high temperament as well. But back to the fourth house. What I was saying is, like, you might have an overly caring parent or overly lovey-dovey, you know, touchy-feely caring system back in the house that you guys actually want to get away from and become your own unique selves, because it's too suffocating. But at the same time, you know you need it. So what do you guys have in the fifth house? In the fifth house, you guys have Leo. So when it comes to your entertainment and it comes to romance, you guys like to go all out when it comes to romance. You guys are super romantic and super passionate about this. And romance, you guys are like, so you guys are the you guys are definitely the romantics of the zodiac signs. You guys probably have a lot of flames. Like, what do they call those when you fall in love and then you get out of love? You guys fall in love very, very easily here. And you want, your ideal desire for love is for it to be stable and forever passionate, like Leo is. Leo is fire. Aries is the fire that's constantly lighting a match. Like that, Leo is the constant burning fire that never goes out. And if it ever is to go out, it gets fucking cold. So with you guys, it's all or nothing when it comes to love. All or nothing. I'm all in or no. Either I'm burning and I'm burning forever, burning for you, baby, or it ain't no burn, no fire for me no more, bitch. So, or no more, dude. No more fire for you, dude, if you're a girl. So that's how you guys perceive love. It's all or nothing with you guys. It could be almost, it's an all or nothing things with you guys. And you guys can have the most fun with your kids. You guys know how to entertain people. You guys are probably entertainers too. Aries ascendant people are low-key super talented because everything they have is doubled down. And this is probably why they're leaders, because people admire them so much. or this is just something you admire. If you don't have these qualities, remember, this is just either A, it doubled down and you have this energy times 2, or you don't have this energy and this is just what you idolize. You idolize passionate love that lasts forever. You idolize people with families and they're always playing around with their kids and having fun. You idolize people that are able to steal the crowd and entertain people for hours on end. This is what you idolize. This is what you perceive fun and entertainment to be, and you want that to be it forever. That's what you want to pursue in your life. You want that to be in your life. So let's see. Let's go to the fourth. No, not the fourth. We went fifth, sixth house. Sorry. So sixth house, you guys have. Sorry about that. Sixth house, you guys have the sign of Virgo. So when it comes to your daily routines and reality, your job, you guys are very realistic. People don't, at your job, people don't perceive you to be an idiot. People perceive you to be very knowledgeable, on the go, and just really hands-on with everything, and just knowing how to do everything, and knowing how to do everything by the book, and just having sort of like a database in your mind of how everything should go. So at your job, people count on you for your aid. At your job, you might be an assistant at your job because you keep everything together. In some way, shape, or form, you're the best at keeping the whole system running. You guys are very, very, very fixated on your routine, and your routine to you is. I would say you guys are flexible, but at the same time you're fixated. So you guys are the best at creating routines and creating new routines at that as well. So you guys are more than likely super into health and fitness, if not fitness, just health in general, because you're doubling down on this energy. Or, like I'm gonna keep on saying this, if you don't have this quality, this is just something you idolize, and you want that to be the thing. You want health to be of great importance to you. You see it that way, and the way you see yourself in health is somebody who's helping other people become healthy. Whether that's in the workplace, or you're just a personal trainer yourself. And the way you perceive the workplace to be ran is by somebody like yourself to be an assistant that can keep everybody on track and keep the system going, and knowing where everything goes, and just knowing the schedule all the time. You guys perceive that to be the correct way to work. There has to be a system in place, a routine system in place for things to work. So let's go to the seventh house. In the seventh house, you guys have Libra. So when it comes to partnerships, relationships, you guys need somebody that's very compromising and very balanced and fair as well. Because you yourself, your personality is very selfish, so you need somebody that's gonna get you up out of that shit. So, and you guys like women and men. If you're a guy, you like a girl with a big butt. If you're a girl, you actually like a guy with a nice ass too. So you guys perceive that to be the most attractive feature on your partners, generally speaking. But for the most part, you guys attract very beautiful partners because you guys are generally leaders. So you attract that feminine ass energy because you're a leadership person. And if you're a woman, you attract a male that, it doesn't have to be feminine, but he's a male that's really artistic and really like into the arts in some way, and is really romantic. You attract a male like that if you're one of those aggressive type of women, I guess. But yeah, and you guys want a partner that is good at communicating you one-on-one and isn't always trying to go into groups, and just likes to communicate with you and isn't selfish as well, because then two selfish people can't be in a relationship, right? So you need a Libra type person to take care of that. And your friends, generally your friends are very compromising and balanced and fair when it comes to you, because you're a leader, so they kind of have to be, right? They kind of have to be compromising and kind of like being fair with you, because your energy demands it for the most part. And you guys don't generally, in your sphere of reality, you don't have people that are super compromised, super bossy or super aggressive, because your energy plus theirs would clash all the time. Just, I want to do it my way. No, I want to do it my way. And you guys just get into fights. Aries ascendant people will get into a lot of fights with Aquarius ascendant people, to tell the truth, because Aquarius is the rebel, so they ain't gonna listen to y'all. Y'all trying to be the run the show and be lead stuff, so, or they ain't gonna try to listen to you guys if you're always trying to start something new, because they're the rebel. So you guys probably would have a hard time with Aquarius ascendant. Probably. I'm not saying don't stay away from Aries ascendants, but it's highly likely that those personalities would clash or get along very well as well, because it's a what's it called? It's a sextile, which I'll explain that in another video. But anyway, that's the kind of partners you guys make or want, and that's what you generally get around you. So let's go to the 8th house. In the 8th house, you guys have Scorpio. So sex to you guys is very private. Sex to you guys, you like to keep secrets when it comes. You guys have a lot of sexual secrets here. A lot of stuff you've done that you keep a secret. You don't let people know about what the hell you did. Sex, you guys have very, very deep, dark emotions when it comes to sex. Really deep, dark desires for sex. You crave sex a lot. And you're super, super passionate in sex too. You crave it a lot though, man. It's on your mind a lot. Having Scorpio here, doubling down, you guys crave sex a lot. So being that leadership type of energy, having all that passion, you got to put it somewhere, right? Might as well go have sex. So Aries people here, what else? But sex is not the only thing that belongs in the 8th house. The 8th house is all about transformation. It's all about life and death situations. It's all about other people's possessions. So you guys might get in situations. You guys actually might be thieves, because having Scorpio in the house of other people's possessions, Scorpio being a secret sign, you guys might secretly be stealing from people. Or you guys might find out that people have been secretly stealing from you. What else? Other people's possessions. You might be possessive of your partner's private parts. You might be possessive of their genitals in some way. You don't want some. If you're a dude, no way in hell some guy gonna have sex with my woman. If you're a girl, no way in hell somebody gonna have sex with my dude. And you're almost possessive and controlling of their genitals. And it's like, dude, in a weird way, it works in sex, because people are aroused by the strangest shit. So that's why that possessive ass craziness that you guys have, it's in the place that it needs to be. What else? You guys can receive things from people in secret. You guys can make deals on the low in which you receive a lot of gifts. You receive things from people. If you're not a thief or in some way. I'm not calling all Aries ascendant people thieves, but you might have done some shady stuff like that before. You got the sign placement for that just in the right spot too, to get away with it as well. Why? Because you are this leadership type person, and you have this beaming light as your personality, and so the secretness is very easily hidden. That dark side can be hidden beneath the light. So but if not, you guys probably have received things in secret and got stuff from people, and you don't know who sent it to you, but it was just like a gift from heaven or some way. Some way, shape, or form. You don't know where this gift came from, but you received it. So now let's go to the 9th house. You guys, 9th house, you guys have Sagittarius. So when it comes to wisdom and philosophy, you guys can really get in your bag and be really preachy here. You know what I'm saying? You're doubling down on the energy. So you guys can come off as very, very preachy, very my way or the highway, because why? Your personality is like that. It's a leadership, selfish personality. So now you're coming off double preachy to people. Double inspirational, sorry. super happy-go-lucky to people, especially when you're traveling. When you're gonna travel, man, you guys are so freaking happy. But all that selfishness that you guys have, you can back it up with a whole lot of wisdom for people. You can back it up with a whole lot of experiences for people. Having Sagittarius in the ninth house means you probably have a lot of experiences. And why do you have a lot of experiences, Aries Ascendant? Because you're always trying something new. You're always pursuing your passions, and you don't. This is just a thing for you on a daily basis. Whatever strikes that passion within you, you pursue it. You go after it. You find out about it. So you get all this experience. So generally, you're very happy-go-lucky when it comes to your higher learning and wisdom. You guys tend to go after it with everything you got. When it comes to your school, you do your best. You guys generally try to finish school. You don't want to leave school. You try to finish it, and you see that you recognize the importance in that. If that's not the case, if your personality is influencing this position more, then probably you leave school really early. School was like a quick thing for you where you didn't stay. It didn't last. But generally, you guys finish school and reach the highest peak of learning that you possibly could. And generally, you guys love adventure, love exercise, love just the outdoors, and learning the depths, learning the deep things in life. So now let's go to the 10th house. You guys, 10th house, you guys have Capricorn. So with Capricorn in the 10th house, you guys are really hard workers. You're doubling down on this energy right now. Or you admire people that are really hard working. And you see this as the ideal in which you want to be. And this is how you perceive people. When people rise to the top, if they didn't work hard, you don't respect them. So you either A, are the hard-working person, or you admire people like that. So you're hard-working. You want there to be a you like to follow the blueprint to get to the place that you got to go. You like to have a map so that you can get to the location that you need to be. You like to have a map so you can get to the position that you want to be in. And you try to follow that map and plan. And I think it's because having a personality that's so impulsive all the time and sporadic and just trying to, let's do this now, let's bang, bang, boom, 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 boom. Having that personality, your wisdom has finally brought you to a place where you realize, stop that. We can't just keep on acting impulsively on everything. We have to have a blueprint plan in which we slowly but surely work at it so that we can rise to the top and reach our goals. It's probably what you guys are thinking. It's probably what you finally realize that after all your wisdom and education, you finally realize that the true way to rise to the top is to have a blueprint. So you guys you follow a teacher in some way. But generally, you believe in hard work and the benefits of hard work and reaping the benefits from your hard work. So, and people probably perceive you to be very cold in your business and very detached in your business life and very cutthroat in your business life as well. So let's go to the 11th house. In the 11th house, you guys have Aquarius. So having Aquarius here makes you guys very sociable, very communicative, and you guys like to build structures around these groups and organizations. You guys like to have a fixed place in which you guys can go to and meet all these people, boys and girls club, if not the boys, any type of club that inspires you guys. You guys try to build something around it to keep it stable, and you guys like to be surrounded by some of the most unique people ever because you want to learn from that. You don't want boring normal people around you. When it comes to these groups and organizations, you want the most unique people to be there. Your friends, your best friends might be Aquariuses. Like I said, Aquarius ascendants, you either might butt heads because they're a rebel, or you might be the best combination. So your friends are generally Aquarian-like. They're really unique, original. They're rebels as well. You guys are probably groups that are, you're probably in a group of rebels. Whether that's a gang, whether that is a gang, some type of group that's trying to overthrow the government, Any group that has that rebel energy, new, change, unique qualities to it, these are the groups you like to join. These are the friends that you like to make. Your friends are very unique. You guys have some weird ass fucking friends. So, but that's cool, right? That's great to have such weird and unique friends that are rebels, and y'all are a part of this clique. That's a good thing to have. That's really cool, actually. So let's go to the 12th house. This is the final house. Like I already said, Pisces, your subconscious mind, you are very creative. Your subconscious mind, you are very spiritual. Your subconscious mind, you have a whole lot of illusions. And your subconscious mind, you're very, very connected to the collective consciousness. So this is my Aries ascendant video. Like I said before, if you guys don't have this energy times 2, then this is just an ideal for you in that house. This is what you want. This is what you want to pursue in that house. You want life to be that way in regards to that house. So this is my Aries ascendant, Aries rising video. I hope you guys loved it. Take care.